Welcome, everyone. My name is Amy Edwards. I am a platinum consultant here with Team Sunset, part of Team World Explorers. I've been a travel agent now for 3 years, and today we are going to discuss Agent Profiler through the Travel Leader Network and Agent Universe. So I'm going to go through a little bit about Agent Universe, show you kinds of the things that are available on there. I still learn new things every single day from Agent Universe, but I know that the Agent Profiler through Travel Leaders Network is a great way to get some leads as well, and a great way to have access to some of the trainings. So thank you everyone for joining me here today. And the first thing I kind of want to go over is a new group that we have started, which really promotes or helps to promote your social media and really helps you to put your name out there and start to advertise. And that is the Business Besties and Goal. So you can, through here, get an accountability partner, which will really help you to kind of get ideas, bounce ideas off of others. And typically we try to match you up with somebody in your area, even though it's not always possible. But on the other side of that, and what this group does is really help give you ideas to promote you as a travel agent. So I want to make sure that everyone joins this. Again, it's called Business Bestie and Goals. And I'll go ahead and put the link in the chat box, or you can grab it from your mentor if you are watching the recording. So there you go. And if you are interested in getting an accountability partner, there's a training that we have. I believe it's the last Thursday of every month. And then also right here in the accountability partnership program, it's pinned. You can sign up to get an accountability partner. So that's my little excerpt on the Business Bestie and Goals. So now I want to talk a little bit about Agent Universe, but first I want to show you how to get registered. So you're going to go into your back office. You're going to, of course, click on the Travel Cafe, which is where you get registered for almost all of the vendors and suppliers that you are going to get started with in the beginning. These are where the preferred ones are. Of course, there are a lot more than they're listed there, but we do have access to at least those preferred ones. Okay, so again, go to the Travel Cafe. I'm going to close down a few of these just so my computer will work a little faster. All right, from the Travel Cafe, which is everything travel related, this is where all of the information from Archer Travel comes to us. This comes here as well as the Evolution Travel Cafe on Facebook. So from here, you're going to go to suppliers and how to register. You're going to scroll down here, and the very first option is going to be Agent Universe. So you're going to click on Continue Reading. I have a little overview about Agent Universe, a little quick reference guide to all of the suppliers. I'm going to show you the commissions vary depending on which supplier that you use. Here is the booking portal. Once you are signed up, you can use that. How to register. So you're going to self-register at Agent Profiler, and then Archer Travel is going to approve your registration. Typically takes 3 to 4 days, business days to get that approved. So make sure you click on there and you go through the entire process. If you have any questions, please reach out to your mentor or your gold or your platinum leader. Another part of that registration, again, you can register, but you also can go through and sign up for the TLN's weekly newsletter from Roger Block, which gives a lot of insights into the travel industry, as well as giving updates for any specials that are happening. And then you can go to the training events, which typically are on our training calendar. They are typically added to that training calendar. But here are a few more tips that you can go ahead and register with. So I am already registered with Agent Universe. So once you log into Agent Universe, you're going to see this screen here. And of course, you have your general booking screen. You can go through Cruise Pro, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. Pinsite, I don't believe we use anymore, but I need to check up on that to see if we use Pinsite for hotels. But let me go ahead and go to the Book It screen, or the home screen in general. So here's the home screen. You're going to see all of the training events. You're going to see any promotions that are going on across various different suppliers. And with Agent Profile or Agent Universe, you can actually book through this. But typically what I do is I see the specials going on, or I'm able to search for all the specials. And then I actually go to that supplier and then I do that booking. There really isn't any reason why I do that. It just seems to be a little bit easier for me, but I'm going to show you in just a moment how to be able to look at cruises, for example. I use this a lot to look at cruises because some people say, you know, I have somebody that wants to go on an Alaskan cruise. Which vendor or which cruise line should I go with? And this will give you kind of an easy way to show you how by using that Cruise Pro option. Over here on the right, of course, you have your agent profiler. This goes through Travel Leaders Network and gives you an actual listing on the Travel Leaders Network so that you are available to be searched anywhere on the internet. So we're going to go ahead and go through that first. This takes a little bit of time to get set up. You're going to have to put in you got to put in a photo. You got to put in all of your contact information. Up here, it's going to say your profile is unpublished. Mine is still unpublished because I just finished it to 100%. But the more you do, the more that percentage is going to be complete. You want to make sure that you put in your special interest. If I go here and click on edit interest, it'll allow me to choose any of these. Now, I didn't really have a niche specifically. I thought it was better to just choose a whole bunch of them, and it could still be, but I really think that it is probably best to really get a niche and narrow down what you want to be listed under, whatever you want to specialize under. I never in these choose just airlines, only because you don't want to sell a bunch of airline tickets because the commission is very minimal and it's a little bit harder to gather commissions. But you can pick whichever ones that you want. And as you can see, once you click on one, they want you to explain it a little bit. So for some of these, I've had various travel bookings for beach vacations. I've taken the Disney certification. So in the Disney vacations, put Disney certified. Let's see, Universal Parks and Resorts, I'm Universal certified. So you have to put a little bit of a description in the box after each one that you choose. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the home screen. And that does take about 2 to 3 days after you edit those to be approved. So it'll go into pending and then it'll go to approved status. Your supplier partners, the exact same thing. You're going to select which suppliers that you want to book with, and you are going to put in a little description if you've booked with them, if you've taken trainings, whatever that you want to choose, as well as destinations. So then you can kind of narrow down your specialty. And then of course you're going to need a review. Now, if you've booked a vacation, please, by all means, have your client leave a review. Once you go to your review page, it's going to give you a link that you can send directly to your clients that you booked for, or you can have your mentor or another business partner actually put on that review for you. But you do have to have a review before this will switch to 100%. So keep in mind, once you edit these, it's going to take a day or two for them to actually update to approved. I think it took 3 days for the review to update to approved. Once they are all approved, you're going to go to 100% complete. That is when your profile is going to say unpublished and 100% complete. Now from here, it's going to say your agency admin has been notified. But in order to get this published and to tell Archer Travel you're ready to get this published, you are going to take a screenshot of this screen, especially to include your contact information. And you are going to send an email, and it's going to be to markb@archertravel.com. Mark is then going to look over your profile. He's going to make sure everything is correct. And then he is going to publish that. Again, mine isn't published, but I just want to show you kind of what it looks like So I'm going to show you what Jody Wariski's looks like. She's a very large travel booker within Rising Tide. And I always like to make sure to tell everyone, you know, mimic what she does. If she's booking a lot of travel, definitely mimic what she does. So this is what your profile is going to look like. So anybody that searches Travel Leaders Network specifically looking for a vacation, or anybody that searches any of her keywords. So if they want to look for a destination in Mexico or all inclusive, it's going to show what her specialty is, a little bit about her, and then you're going to be able to contact, or your clients are going to be able to contact you through those links. And again, here is going to be your review. So I just have one review, but I definitely want to build it up to 5 or more. So then that's what it's going to look like. And you essentially now can get new leads from the Travel Leaders Network. All right, any questions so far? Perfect. Oh, let's see. Nisha said yours is unpublished and 0% complete. So Nisha, go through the steps that I showed you to add in those destinations and those specialties, and then you should get to 100% pretty quickly. If
I
ever you're
started
not
like 3
100%,
years ago, and I never, this is the first I'm seeing like being in this training showing me all this information because it's just there. I didn't even know I needed to do that.
That's why we're here today. There's actually a training on Agent Universe that starts in about 3 hours, but they're having a little issue with their
Right.
training setup. And so
There's
if
an
they don't
error
get that
message.
fixed, at least you have this.
Okay.
All right. So a little bit more about Agent Universe. Of course, like many of our different vendors, they have marketing materials that you can get. There is some branding info. So if you ever want to use the Travel Leaders Network logo for any of your kind of materials, you can absolutely do that. They have some materials that you can purchase. They have shirts and bags and some client gifts that you can purchase if you'd like. You have so many different options that they're going to help you with for marketing. Again, different programs that you can become a part of. They're preferred suppliers, so you can see a lot of information in here. If I were to go to the marketing, and let's just go to brochures. I can actually get some brochures from FunJet Vacations, from all of the cruise lines. I can see any of the specials from there. Oh, sorry, this one is for the printed materials, but you can get the e-brochures. Their printed materials aren't quite open yet. I was actually just in here. Oh, the promos. So I can see any promos that are going on too across different suppliers. As you can see in the suppliers, you can see any promos that are going on in here. And that's a really good way also to be able to do not really a mock booking, but kind of an advertisement. I think FunJet right now has a wedding one that is happening. And so you could use that information for, let me try to, so shareable promotions through FunJet should open up here. So unforgettable weddings and honeymoons. If I were to click on there, I can now create a brochure with this information. This works out really well if maybe you are having a booth, a travel booth. You can print these off as brochures. Obviously, you're going to edit some of this stuff out so you can put your information in, but this works out really well to print
Sorry,
brochures.
where did you get this?
I'm sorry, what?
Where did you find this?
So I went to marketing material and I went to searching promos. And again, I have looked through quite a bit of the agent profiler, but I haven't looked through everything. And so feel free to explore everything that they have available. I'm going to show you some of the things that I use. And then if you go to the homepage and attend some of the trainings, every time I attend a training, there's a lot more things that I learn. Actually, just now I went to marketing and social media, and here are some social media ideas, and they look like they have some shareables as well through social media. Here is some hashtag ideas. Here's a good weekly schedule. Throwback Thursday, post an old vacation photo. This is some really good information. I'll actually probably copy this and kind of use this. Post a blog on Saturday, Sunday, use it for destinations. A lot of people are asking for a schedule, especially with social media marketing. So those are some really good ideas. One tool that I use a lot in here, and one thing I want to mention too, if you go to like the agency ops, you can see as well any kind of fam trips as they come out or any kind of agent special rates through Agent Universe. But one tool that I love to use this for is for Cruise Pro. So again, when you have somebody call you and they say, I'd like to take an Alaskan cruise, I don't care what cruise line, here's the date, here's where I would like to leave from. This works really well because we're just going to do a quick search. We're going to select the destinations. We're going to choose Alaska. We are going to go, we'll say that they wanted to go anytime in March. And we'll say anytime in March. Length of trip, any cruise type, we'll say any. I try to limit my selections here, and if I need to, I'll filter out the results, because if you put too many selections, nothing's going to show up. So I'm going to go ahead then. If they wanted to maybe depart from the US, typically Seattle's a pretty popular one for Alaskan cruises. I'm going to go in here and search Seattle. And then click on search. Nope, I must have did too many searches. Hold on. All right, we're going to take out the to date, and then we're just going to do Alaska. It must be having a little bit of a problem here. Take out all the dates. Of course, when I do a training. Is that what you did, is took out all the dates?
Yeah, and it popped up all the list of everybody.
Perfect. So there we go. Now we can see Royal Caribbean has cruises. We can see, oh, they have quite a few of them. In addition to Royal Caribbean, I remember I did this with someone. Oh, here, the narrow results. So I can see Carnival. I could go through and just see Carnival and Princess. So if I want to apply to that, now I can narrow the results to where now I can see the Princess and the Carnival cruises. I use this typically to get some initial results. And then once I find one I like if I do Discovery Princess with Princess Cruise Lines, I'll then go to the Princess Cruise Lines site. I'll use it as a price comparison tool. And typically I find it easier to book through the site itself. Again, completely up to you. It doesn't really matter. But you can then filter your results here on the right. So that's a really good way to see all of the cruise lines at once. I say all the cruise lines, but as you can see, it's not every single cruise line, but mostly all of the cruise lines. Any questions on the Cruise Pro? We can do one more search there as well. Maybe we want to go to the Eastern Caribbean. And we want to do 3 to 5 nights. Click on search. So here is going to take us, there's Royal Caribbean, we have Holland America, we have Norwegian, MSC Cruise Line, Princess Cruise Line. You see how you can compare pretty easily all of these different cruise lines. So that's something that I really like to use in Agent Universe. Is there something else that anyone in here uses? Really quickly, I want to show you as well. Under the training and events, and typically we put this in our training calendar, but if you go to the education calendar, you're going to see all the trainings that are available for Agent Universe. Tonight, you're going to see the one that's on there for building your bio. So you can get some ideas on building your agent profile. Of course, the link right now is broken. Hopefully they'll get that fixed pretty soon, since it is starting in about 3 hours. One thing I like to point out is Travel Leaders Networks has some options and some trainings that also are available for a cost. And so you want to make sure when you open these up, maybe I can find one. If there is a cost associated, it's going to be in the details, not anything that's required. They just have a few options that do have a cost associated with it. So be sure you look for that so you're not surprised if you go to attend that training.
I think you can do the car rental through here as well.
Oh, I could barely hear you. What was that?
No, I think you can do car rental through here as well.
You can do car rental.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Could it be maybe the in-country partners?
There's one where you go from A to Z in the preferred supplier.
Oh, in the preferred supplier. Okay.
And then, let's see, I don't remember, but I do believe you can do.
Yeah, I think you can
yeah.
use all of these, right?
Right. So see, you have dollar rental car.
Yes.
So say, yeah, and then you can go through there. I think they have discounts or codes that you can use to get like something off or something.
Oh yeah, car rentals. Yeah, you're right. I did see that. So you can get discounts for car rentals as an agent. Is that what you're talking about? We have those
Yeah, and
listed.
I think you can apply the discount to the actual rental if you're doing it for your client, I think.
Oh,
I'm not
nice.
100% sure, but I think
Yeah,
something
we
like
have that listed on our website as well. But as you can see, when you go to travel agent rates, if I go to, let's see. Agent incentives and offers. So under the resources and agent incentives and offers, here are some incentives that you have. And as you scroll down, it's going to show you the car rental options. Maybe not on this page. Agent discounts and FAMs may be the actual car rental options. Here they are. So yes, travel agent discount on Hertz, you're going to use that code. You're going to get up to 20% off in the US. And same thing for Thrifty, AM Waterways. And you can look at, see if they have some FAM trips on some of these cruise lines as well. So when you sign up for that TLN, the Roger Block newsletter, they're going to notify you if they have these available. So that was in the Travel Cafe. Too many screens open here now. So right here in this newsletter, they're going to show you any agent incentives or agent discounts that are newly promoted. You're going to get that in that weekly newsletter. So thank you for telling me about that. So in the preferred suppliers, when you search A to Z, you can also search by category. There are a ton of options in here that you can actually book with. Again, I don't typically book through Agent Universe, but it is absolutely an option, and you can use them through all these different suppliers. This gives you a really good idea of some suppliers to use as well. Vacation Express is one of my favorite all-inclusive suppliers. Kind of tells you how to get registered, gives you the commission amounts, how you book through them. I believe each section, well, if this one has one, you have your agent incentives in here as well. Any other questions? Anything anybody has used Agent Universe for that you would like to tell us about? Thank you, Nisha, for that tip that you gave. Let's see, open up the chat here. Can you sign up for any of these suppliers? Yeah, you can sign up for almost all suppliers as long as they work with travel agents and they work with Archer Travel. You're going to use Archer Travel's IATA number for land and air travel, and then the cruise line reference number for the cruise lines. Now, do I suggest that you go to the preferred suppliers and sign up with everyone? I don't think that you should do that. But as you need to get a quote or as you have a special request, that's when I suggest you kind of start to expand the vendors that you are registered with. Nisha, who do you go through to fix your Vacation Express login? So I think if Vacation Express is now listed in here, and it usually will tell you if there's an actual IT number or if you go to Archer Travel. I typically call the vendor unless Archer Travel has actually set up the login for me. So let me go into here because my first resource for any questions is right in the Travel Cafe.
I signed up with them a few years ago, but then they were no longer with Archer, so I don't remember my login. And I tried
Okay.
to reset it, but it's not working.
I think I would probably, did you try to re-sign up with them? And did it tell you already have a login?
I didn't. I think I tried and it told. I did, and it told me that I already have access. So when I try to changed it, it's not taking me anywhere. So right now I can't even access it.
Okay. I would get on, we'll go to Vacation Express and I would just search and see if they have an IT or an admin contact number. Oh, I apologize. And see if they have, see if they can help you, if Archer Travel needs to help you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? I'm going to go ahead and stop that recording then.